Hi everybody, Becky from Harp Strings and Wings here with a diet update for you. A lot of things have changed, so I thought I'd just update everybody on what's going on with autoimmune paleo and low FODMAP. So yeah, let's get started. Let's talk about Mercury retrograde. I don't know if you're familiar with that or follow planetary alignments or things like that, but I never really did, but this whole retrograde thing has kind of made me a believer because of everything that kind of happens. And so this time period is a good time to kind of shake things up and have you relook and revisit those areas in your life that maybe aren't going so well or could use a little tweaking. And that's exactly what happened. So October came and my digestion was just, it was awful. Nothing seemed to be helping or working. Autoimmune paleo, I did it for 3 or 4 months and I saw great benefits, but there were still some foods and things that were giving me issues. So that's why I was looking into doing low FODMAP. In fact, following AIP helped me determine that low FODMAP is actually the way I needed to go for IBS. It's a condition I've had since my 20s, so a decade or more that I have suffered from IBS. And I was looking into this book here, the IBS Master Plan by Stephanie Claremont, and it's still looking like a great idea. And I'm ready to reintroduce a lot of the foods that weren't allowed on AIP, but makes sense for me, and I'll get into that a little bit. But yeah, I just digestively needed more fiber and help along those lines. Sorry if this is too much information. But yeah, and then traveling and everything, I had to do the best I could, and I still had to take Imodium, and I still had to make 5 stops driving down to my harp conference. It was embarrassing. And luckily my partner who went with me was just so understanding, and she's gluten-free herself, so yeah. That way it wasn't as embarrassing as it could have been, but yeah, well, this is going to be really embarrassing because I'm putting it out there in public, but yeah, so those sufferers with IBS, you will know, finding a close proximity to a restroom is an absolute must. And what am I talking about? The Imodium helped for a little while, but I can only take a really small, half a dose, otherwise it's too much. And it helped for a little while, but not back to back, because then you get too blocked up, and you know what I mean. So with that being said, I have noticed improvements with sticking to the lower FODMAP foods, but it still wasn't enough. So I decided I've got to be getting some fiber in. I went to my doctor, and he suggested Metamucil, and I'm like, really? I'm like, I tried this, it didn't work, but to appease him, I did it once again, and I did it as he instructed and used only 1/4 teaspoon of Metamucil or Reguloid is what I was using. And that just was awful. It just made everything worse. So, hence the Imodium came in. And then he also suggests that maybe down the line trying an antidepressant, not for depression, but that it's supposed to help with IBS. And I really did not want to get on another synthetic medication if I could help it. And I don't know, I'm still thinking about it. If I'm not going to find relief through diet, I'm always going to have to keep options open. But yeah, I'd like to really manage this through diet if I can. But with that being said, I knew I had to add some more fiber in, so I decided to add in some rice. These are organic wild rice. Let's see here. I think it's Lundberg. Yeah, Lundberg rice cakes. So I added some of this in, and some rice like this. This is just Trader Joe's Jasmine rice. And some other rice products that I bought, and I actually took it on my trip, and it really helped. It's been helping. It really has. And I feel when I eat the jasmine rice, though, I do feel this weird sort of heartburn sensation for the first 5-10 seconds of eating it, and then it goes away. I don't know what that's about, but then everything else has been fine with it. And it's only with that rice, so I don't know, maybe if I tried a different rice it would be different. We will see. So yeah, I'm trying to get some information and do more research and obviously talk to my doctor about it. He knows I'm doing low FODMAPs. It feels like I took at least 75% of the guesswork out of things, triggers, issues, because I had already taken the diet route. I feel like I already did a lot of the work, but yet still I'm needing some help with that. So she does have more foods. I mean, I think they even have like some dairy and things like that I'm not ready to introduce dairy, but not yet anyway. There's stuff like maybe some gluten-free, of course, grains, stuff that's easier to digest, like quinoa, and I don't know, I'm going to be careful with gluten-free oats though, because I've heard that it might not work as well. So I'm taking grains very slowly, but it is helping with the fiber situation and helping along those lines. Okay, so that means no real I'm not in the autoimmune paleo world anymore, obviously, if I'm eating grains again and that sort of thing. But, you know, this eating a low FODMAP diet, I think has helped about 75 to 80% of patients who come along and need help with SIBO or anything like that. I've read that low FODMAPs is the way to go as far as diet. But next time I see my doctor, which is again the end of this month, he already knows the Metamucil didn't work. I am going to ask for a referral to a dietitian. I couldn't really get the referral to the gastro doctor like I wanted because he wanted to try those other methods first before seeing a gastro. So it's gonna be a while. That's military healthcare. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm doing the best I can. Hopefully he'll give me a referral for a dietitian or a nutritionist, and they can help me further. And if that doesn't work, what I've actually really been considering is doing a naturopath. And now that I'm going back to work, I can put some of that money towards seeing a naturopath and hopefully helping with my health conditions and balancing hormones and any other issues I have. So that is the update, and I know a lot of you are following my channel strictly for autoimmune paleo reasons, and I hope that you will still stick with my channel for just in general eating for health, and you know, stick around, you know, because we can all learn from each other. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will talk to you soon.